our winners bracket final with Leah Jansen and Drake Bernstein versus Lauren Stratman and Dekel about to get going here. A 0-0-2 to start. Jansen serving to Stratman. That's a great shot by Drake to start off. Two totally different winners semifinal matches that led into this winners bracket final. A very quick match with Dekel and Lauren Stratman as they won 11-4, 11-5. Leah and Drake, on the other hand, a battle 9-11, 11-8, 11-9. Good leave there from Leah. Uh-oh. Who's next to me now?
We have a guest in the booth.
I'm sandwiched.
What the heck happened?
Who's this guy?
You guys are doing a great job today.
Thanks, brother. Does everybody know who this is?
I don't. Who is it?
Oh, it's a great attack by Leah.
I'm the other half of Ron Ponder. Just kidding. Randy Coleman here. Thanks for the invitation in the booth.
Thank you, Randy.
You only call big matches, so you had to wait. Winners bracket final and medal matches. That's all, Randy.
And that's just absolutely beautiful patience. And I tell you what, just an observation for today, Leah Jansen is playing lights out today just as she floats that ball long.
Commentator's curse.
I almost choked. I'm taking a drink as Randy's talking. I almost choked on it because he just jinxed Leah. But no, you're exactly right, Randy. She's been playing lights out today.
And speaking with her in between matches, I'm actually contributing some of that to her relationship with her new partner, Drake. She is having a great time today. And I think it's absolutely just relaxing her. I've seen her laughing and smiling. What?
Yeah, you're exact. And again, you hit it right on the head, too, in that for her to be successful, she needs to stay competitive, but she also needs to stay loose because the more tense she gets, the more she's going to tighten up. And with Drake, she's been totally loose all day.
Yeah, she said he's been a pleasure and oops, a fault on serve.
We've seen that a few times today.
We have.
More than I've normally seen in a pro-level tournament.
So Leah and Lauren are going to be very familiar with each other. They travel together, practice together, and actually partner with each other. So they're going to be very familiar with each other's games.
Up in the air, into the body, Drake.
Drake found the very tiny spot that you can actually hit Dekel where he won't return.
Yeah. We were talking earlier, Randy, about Drake and saying how he plays kind of backwards as a tennis player, where a lot of tennis players come in and want to hit hard to start and then go soft, but Drake will tend to want to slow the game up and then work his hard game off of that. And right on cue, he speeds it up right away, but pays the price.
He has extremely quick hands.
Mm-hmm.
Leah was mentioning to me about his accomplishments as a coach, tennis coach, D1 tennis coach. Out of, is it Georgia?
University of Georgia,
Yep.
Georgia Bulldog, where he is the associate head coach for the women.
Just crazy quick hands.
Yeah.
It's like watching a young Dave Weinbach out there.
And he actually also played there at Georgia. That's where he went to college.
I love the tempo of our certified referee today, Derek Prince. He does a great job with tempo and flow of a match. Extremely in control of this match.
Wow. That's set up by Leah. Leah almost went around the post, saw it wasn't there. I think it was there, but Dekel covered it so well, she was like, I'm not going there. She flipped middle. Set that shot up for Drake.
Huge flat power from the forehand of the big bar. And the privilege of meeting his parents today from Israel in the stage watching their son play professional pickleball. Great leave right there. Dom, I did get a selfie with his parents. I know you're surprised.
Wow.
How many more net shots? Oh.
That's still fun to see.
It is. The little cat and mouse Leah comes on top. Right on cue, though, too, Ryan. You see Drake's hands right there on two balls.
Yeah.
And he just reset like it was nothing.
Peak. I have to tip my hat to you, Eddie, for your scoreboard over here. I love this piece of hardware you got.
Well, thank you. We got Eddie Sr. keeping that score updated for you guys all day here in the blazing sun.
You're a junior? Are you really? Nice.
Oh.
You got a paddle on it.
Not coming back.
No.
Either is that one.
No, just catching that ball out in front, just so crucial in pickleball. Great extension from Lauren. That's insane.
It's incredible.
Those hands. That's where growing up tennis really has an advantage coming into professional pickleball is your hand speed, touch, control, and power. Beautiful anticipation, jump in the corner on that one, nicely pushing Leah out wide. She only had one place to go, and Dekel knew it. Yep, just slightly too high. Yep, Leah left that ball up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can sense the momentum shift right now and a little bit of confidence right now, but it's still just going to be only a couple of points. But that's insane.
The fact that he got that almost back in is ridiculous.
Yeah, the old reverse forehand. Very, very few unforced errors from, I hope I don't jinx somebody, but very few unforced errors from Drake. A lot of topspin on that forehand from Lauren.
We talked about that earlier. Lauren does hit a lot of top on that forehand dink, and it makes it difficult on the other side.
Yeah, Drake is so out in front of everything. His anticipation of the ball coming back. There we go again. Great awareness from, it was the right play. It was almost out of reach for Leah, but she set that point up to jump the corner. But
a rare miss there from Blake
yeah,
on a ball that he's got back all day today. And you see him hold that. He was almost waiting to see where they were going to commit. A little hole opened up in the middle, and he shot it.
Yeah. More important of the placement than the power of that forehand. Ball goes long.
Drake laughing because he was back up against that pole receiving that serve because he couldn't go any further. Dekel's got his big serve going today.
Up in the air, swinging. That's uncharacteristic from what I've seen from him. I do tip my hat to Pickleplex and the 10 feet of space, close to 10 feet of space that they have behind these courts. They have that extra section of concrete. I love bigger the better for me. It just adds another element of flavor and fun to pickleball at a top level, having space, big space all the way around. Here it comes.
Wow, great get by Leah. Great anticipation.
We mentioned it earlier, the ATP is impressive, but sometimes the way that these ATPs can be defended is even more impressive.
And Randy, I want to hit back on what you were talking about with Blake and talking about his tennis background, right? So I was talking with Rob Davidson earlier this week, and we were talking about guys who, this guy's only been playing pickleball for, 6 months and he's this good, and he's only been playing for 4 months and he's this good. But they have 30 years of high-level tennis experience. So that 5 months, 4 months, 6 months is null and void because of all those years of racket experience. That's such a benefit to them. You agree?
I absolutely agree. Tennis players, whether you like it or not, if you're a competitive, high-level tennis athlete and you've spent years perfecting your craft, you come into this game at an instant 4-5, and your ability to adapt and learn is extremely accelerated over the normal player. So tennis players are very easy to train and teach in pickleball. I love it, but.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. All that valued experience on the courts and the tennis courts just propels them instantly.
Beautiful. He knew Lauren would be swinging. He was setting that point up, but was Blake, but unable to finish off that forehand. Was great. Blake's paddle was just frozen in time there on that backhand. Dekel saw that. He was only going one spot, jumped the corner, put it away. And again,
He's just reading it too well.
he's stepping up his game. He's feeling it right now. And timeout on the court. And that's a smart timeout. A little bit of momentum, a couple of quick points.
Yep.
You got them, use them.
We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back after this.
Does life sometimes cause you extreme heartache or stress? Do you suffer from seasonal allergies or the common cold? Then maybe you should consider Eddie and Webby. Eddie and Webby most likely won't be able to help with any of these symptoms, but Eddie and Webby do provide high-quality pickleball content on YouTube. Rare yet sometimes frequent side effects of tuning into Eddie and Webby may include uncontrollable laughter, severe entertainment, loss of appetite, or a total waste of time. Eddie and Webby may not be right for everybody, but if you like pickleball, Eddie and Webby might be exactly what you're looking for.
I'm sorry, you come back from commercial after that commercial every time, I'm laughing.
What's so funny about that?
Just need a steady dose of Eddie and Webby.
Those are all true stories, right?
True.
Just did not have the paddle face in the right position at that moment. He anticipated and saw it. I tell you, if you have your camera, you just open shutter that thing, and those were a bunch of profile pictures right there, all in one from Dekel.
I mean, watch when Dekel comes up. Watch where he places himself. He does not come up on his side. He comes up and splits the center line. Then he goes back.
Not a fan of that play. Yeah, Blake left that ball up too high. I'm a fan. If you have your opponents back, keep them back. Don't give that invitation in with that short drop. Looks way better on paper. Great get from Dekel.
Yeah.
Timeout again.
10-7-1 on the timeout. And just Dekel just taking over in the middle right there. And you're saying, like we talk about, you can come up and you're playing doubles. You're always taught, come up on your side. What Dekel's doing is just imposing his size and his force in the game. And he's coming up and he's splitting the center line and going, go ahead, triangle behind me. I'll get there. I'm fine. But you're not going to get the middle. I'll tell you that right now.
But he has the athletic ability to execute some of those shots, even if they get behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great to see. But you can definitely see he's a little bit charged up right now, feeling some confidence and momentum. Whether or not it's his parents being in the crowd, not sure. But he's playing well.
Right on cue, what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
The athleticism to get to that ball and be able to be under control and get that shot.
Yeah, he was actually moving to the right, moving to his forehand. The ball goes the absolute opposite direction, and he's athletic and quick enough to recognize that wide angle around the post for the walk-off win on that game.
That's right. We're going to have game 2 coming up here in just a minute. Stay tuned.
All right. quick break. We're back here, game 2, after Dekel Bar and Lauren Stratman take game 1, 11-7. See if Leah Jansen and Drake Bernstein can get back in here, take game 2, and force a third match, or third game.
Oh, monster
Great.
forehand there.
Yeah.
Lauren making her home technically in Knoxville, Tennessee now.
Oh, that's just too pretty from Drake right there.
Took that ball about 15 seconds to come down. Everybody just turns and looks. Nothing you can do.
Wind's picking up here a little bit.
I would like to see Leah come over with the backhand and take that floater that Lauren left up there. So I like what Drake and Lauren or Leah did right there is they stayed home instead of changing. They're going to stay home again here. Drake giving the sign to stay. And what it's doing, it's putting Leah and Lauren in front of each other and trying to change things up a little bit. But Leah is not happy. She's missing these easy shots. Dekel, your hand does not work.
Coming in 2022, the offhand return. No paddle.
Allowed 1 per game. See, you were talking about that earlier, Randy. Drake, as soon as Leah hit that shot, hits in the net, Drake's like, I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's just encouraging her, telling her, stick with it. They're going to be fine, you know, no matter what happens here. Ooh.
Just don't see that very often from him.
Mm-mm. Leah needs a total regroup right now. She's just in her own head at the moment.
Yeah, just
yeah,
frustration, confidence, playing a role right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put yourself in a different place in your head. So many sports can have great effects that take place in our mind, or things that just turn into a catastrophe of a downhill domino effect. So we'll see if they can get things back in order. You just need to kind of just tighten up and stay focused, stay loose, keep playing confident and happy. You know, don't let those emotions take over.
Yep.
She certainly has the ability, Leah.
Oh, without a doubt.
party developing behind us currently.
I know, right? We apologize. It got kind of loud for a second. Not because there's a lot of people, but the people who are there.
That's insane. And so Drake just had his shoulder turn, right? So he reaches over with the backhand. He loses sight of Dekel for just a moment. And Dekel exposed that. Beautiful placement down the middle.
Mm-hmm. And with how long Dekel is, he holds that and doesn't even give it away. I mean, he moves last second. And so even if he does see him out of the corner of his eye, it's almost tough to read him. That's more Drake-like.
That's fun to see.
Is that Ernie Dink?
Did he just left hand that again?
No.
Or no?
It hit his hand, I think, on paddle hand. Oh, no, maybe.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, it did.
Made no sound coming back.
No. Drake just goes, you're getting good at that.
Yeah, she dropped back one
Correct.
step.
And you're seeing that a lot today is if their players are reading that, they're taking that step back to give themselves that space.
Yeah, especially at the women power level. They're playing the game from 2 feet behind the kitchen.
Oh, too good. Great angle by Leia there. On 2 balls, I think that Drake thought he had winners with. But Dekel's wingspan at 20 feet 6 inches. I think that's what we determined, Eddie.
Yes.
It's tough to get that.
Well, he also has that tennis background, so tennis people are going to use those angles, and it's the recognition of even just getting into the right spot, which is way off the court, typically. If you watch a lot of high-level pro tennis matches, I mean, they're hitting shots from 30 feet off the sideline, getting those balls back into the court. So Dekel playing pro-level tennis, very used to seeing some of those angles.
Mm-hmm.
Great matches you guys have going on here at the live stream here in Punta Gorda, Florida.
Thank you.
And a beautiful, the wind, look at the flag is dropped, barely moving.
Much warmer than yesterday.
Yeah, people in Florida, that it drops into the 50s and they think they're in the Antarctic somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Time in on the court.
4-7-1 after the timeout. Drake and Leia, a little bit of run here. See if they can keep this going and get back in the second game. There's another freebie for him.
High part of the net, low percentage shot. Oof.
Oh, no.
And just like that, knocking on the door. So close.
Yeah.
Eddie, if I'm knocking on the door of your beautiful RV you have parked out there in the parking lot, are you going to let me in? I don't.
No way.
Okay, dang it.
It's worth the
All right,
ask.
maybe.
Wow. Incredible get at the baseline off of that put away that Lauren kept in play and worked back in that point, able to hit the winner down the middle.
Insane defense from Lauren Stratman. If I was Dekel, even fighting like that, I might have even taken one more step back, just to try to give your team a chance to defend one more ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dekel was a little bit too close.
Oh man.
Ball took a bad hop. I tell you one thing that, in my opinion, that it's overlooked, and that is the and we love this fast-paced ball that we're playing with, but it is plastic and it's inevitable. It is what it is, and these big hitters, the harder you hit it on this surface, the more the integrity of the ball is just going to soften a spot. And I'm actually seeing play. I'm more of an advocate of, let's change balls, especially going into a different level, just like they do in tennis. To even take this game to another level, let's have fresh balls, introduced into each game, just so that we don't have those potential soft spots. Time in here. Again, too high.
There it is right there. Just Leia and Drake just never seemed to find a rhythm. It was tough. They got a little run there in that second game, but it just never seemed to find a rhythm throughout that whole match. And Dekel and Lauren handily moving on to the gold medal match.